The UltraBOOST 19 was the almost perfect sneaker, if you ask me, and there was just that one feature on there that just didn't catch and didn't take, and people just didn't get behind, and I was one of those people. And all they had to do was change that one thing and fire! You had this amazing sneaker, and you could have even just taken it right off and had this absolute banger, but they never quite got around to doing it, and here we are, they're already moving on to the Adidas UltraBOOST 2020 sneaker, and today that's what we're going to be looking at, is the changes that they've made between the UltraBOOST 19 and the UltraBOOST 20, and see if they've managed to take this sneaker up a level and bring it to what I think could be an absolutely fire sneaker. This is a Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel, Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel des. 毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. Every single day I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news and sneaker reviews, and a bit about the butter movement. And I try and do it as fast as possible. So bang, there's the playlist. It's just full of really cool sneakers. The butter movement sneakers and the shoe apartment and shoe butter with his rare sneaker collection, like insanely rare sneaker collection, all there in that playlist. If you haven't already checked that stuff out, I definitely recommend it. It is very cool, but we try to keep the butter movement stuff till later in the video so that we keep the sneakers front and center. But having said that, we are playing a game right now. Shoe Butter is sending some content, and he wants us to play a game with it to see if you guys can work out and guess which sneaker it is that he's going to be talking about this coming Sunday. So far we've had 3 hints already, and today is day 4, so day's 4 hint that's coming to you right now is green. So if you add that to the 3 previous hints, you might be able to work out which sneaker it is that Shoe Butter is going to be showing us on Sunday. If you've been able to work it out, drop me a comment down below. Congratulations to you. If you still need that one more hint tomorrow, hopefully that'll be enough to get you guys over the line. If not, you can check the video out on Sunday when it drops, and then you'll get to know for sure. Anyway, enough about that. I want to just briefly go whoosh over all that butt movement stuff and then get into the sneaker for you guys who are watching this for that sneaker, and that sneaker is the UltraBOOST 2020 that's coming out, and there are some changes and some things that have stayed the same between the UltraBOOST 19 and the UltraBOOST 20. Massive change between the previous UltraBOOST and the UltraBOOST 19. The 1.0s, 2.0s, 3.0s and 4.0s are very similar, and then the 19s are a very big change. So today we're going to be looking at the 2020s and seeing if they are similar to the 19s or changes. And see whether or not they've managed to turn around the fortunes of the UltraBOOST line. But before we do that, this is a YouTube channel. I need people to subscribe and hit that like button down below. If you could do that for me, I would truly appreciate it. And as I am here in Japan, I do say at the start of my videos, 登録よろしくお願いします。下の登録ボタンといいねをクリックすると助かるので、ぜひ登録といいねをクリックすると助かる。よろしくお願いします。ちょっと待って、日本語ミスです。だけどミスはね、エディットしないのね、カットしないので、そのままに入ります。その日本語のミスすみません。だけど登録よろしくね。Anyway, let's get into this sneaker. I saw actually this sneakers, these sneakers, because there are 6 of them. The Adidas line is tying up with the International Space Station to bring us this sort of futuristic, spacey, cosmic selection of 6 UltraBOOST 2020s to sort of kick off the new line. And we'll be talking about those differences and similarities between the UltraBOOST 19s and the UltraBOOST 20s today in this video. Now starting with the, we'll start with the signature of UltraBOOST sneakers, which is the UltraBOOST, the Boost midsole itself, and that Boost front to back is a real big signature of these shoes, which they have kept, and it looks very similar to the 2019 UltraBOOST brick, if you like, that whole chunk of UltraBOOST, well not UltraBOOST, the whole chunk of Boost front to back looks really good. But what they have done is on 3 out of the 6 sneakers, they've coloured it in a sort of electric blue colorway. It was something that they don't do as much as I thought they could have done. I don't know if it's too late to start colouring the Boost. I don't know if the hype is there anymore to play around with the colour of the Boost, but it's good to see them adding a bit of colour to the Boost. I think it does bring a little bit of a different character to the shoes, and a bit of a difference, a bit of energy to the shoes, if you like. So, so 3 out of the 4 have that kind of electric blue Boost on there. So that's no different except for the colouring, and the outsole and the midsole no different in continent outsole and all that, you know, and the torsion bar in the middle there. But then when we go to the upper, there are some changes on there. At first glance, it doesn't look that different from an UltraBoost 19, but it's actually very different. The only real similarity that I could see between the UltraBoost 19 and these UltraBoost 20s is the heel counter on the back, which used to be a solid cup on both sides of the heel on the UltraBoost 1.0 through 4.0, but then the UltraBoost 19 changed that into a kind of piping effect, and they've kept that. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't know what it's like for the practicality of running. I don't know how much support it gives you, but design-wise, I kind of like it. I don't know about other people out there if they like it. Actually, I'm wearing a pair of UltraBoost uncaged right now, and you can see that the cup on the side here was a solid continuous thing, but on the UltraBoost 19s they brought it in as a sort of piping effect, and they've kept that for the UltraBoost 20s. But that's pretty much the only thing that I can see that's similar about the uppers on these shoes, and I'll walk you through some of the differences on there. One of the surprising differences that I found on there was at the heel. Behind that heel cup on UltraBoost 19s you had prime knit, but on these 20s you can see it's not prime knit. It's a sort of meshy, foamy, nylon-y material in there. So the heel section has lost its prime knit. I don't know what that's going to do for stability and comfort, because prime knit is an incredibly comfortable material to be wearing. It hugs your foot beautifully, but without that around the heel, it'll be interesting to see whether or not the comfort and the stability remains. So that's one major change. There's two more major changes that we can look at. And I think I'll do it real simply. Since we're at the heel of the sneaker, let's just move forward to the midfoot, and you can see the cage on there. And this is the big change, because the cage on UltraBoost 19s was roundly panned. People did not like it, and I was one of them. Last week I did the UltraBoost 19 wood collaboration video, and not only did the cage, you know, with that translucent sort of nylon-y cage on the side there, look kind of rubbish. They put the wood branding and Adidas branding on it as well, which just really made it even look worse. And I keep saying it, that I wish they'd just cut the cage right out and have an uncaged. I love, like I say, I'm wearing a pair of uncaged UltraBoosts right now. I love uncaged UltraBoosts, and I think the 19s would look great as an uncaged UltraBoost. But they haven't done that, but they have changed the cage. Now the cage was awful. Okay, the UltraBoost 1.0 through 4.0 cage was iconic, and what they've done right now with this new cage on the UltraBoost 2020 is they've probably gone to about here. I'd say it's an upgrade of about 25%, so it's not anywhere near iconic, but it's definitely better than what we had on the UltraBoost 19s. But I still don't think it's a great looking cage, and the main reason I say that is because for me it's kind of too 2D, two-dimensional. The UltraBoost 1.0 through 4.0 cage was a three-dimensional plastic structure, but in the case of these, it's a very smooth, two-dimensional cage, if you like, on there. They've tried to accent it with lines. So you've got the three-stripe branding, and then around the three-stripe branding, this sort of intricate thin lined detailing on there, but I don't think it does enough to make it pop. It's just a flat cage. That's fine. It's not a standout feature, it's just a cage on the side of an Adidas sneaker, but it's definitely better than the UltraBoost 19's cage, which, like I said, was not one of my favourite features on a sneaker. What was one of my favourite features on the UltraBoost 19's was the prime knit. Disappointed to see it dropped off the heel. Very disappointed to see a change in the prime knit structure on the toe box. I think there's a lot of potential for the prime knit on UltraBoost 19s to do it in a lot of unique and interesting ways. I really like the prime knit on the 19s. So I'm kind of disappointed to see them after just 1 year to make a complete change. And if you look behind me here, you'll probably be able to see that the, I wonder if there's a way I could maybe do two, sometimes I do like the UltraBoost 19, UltraBoost 20 alternating, so you can see the difference between the two prime knits, and I think that's really important to see in this, because I really like the 19's prime knit, but here on the 20s I don't think it's really coming through and working out, and it's especially it's especially weak around what would be the mudguard area, the lower part of the toe box, and there seem to be these sort of loops that come up out of the midsole and into the prime knit of the upper that I think they look weak, but I think they might actually be weak, and you're going to see them kind of unravel quite easily, which is a bit of a worry. So, so design-wise, aesthetic-wise, look-wise, and performance-wise, I'm not sure what they've done with the prime knit is going to be a step forward. Definitely not as far as design goes. It's not my my favourite thing. I'm kind of disappointed to see the prime knit from the 19s, which I really, really liked, dropped and replaced with this. I don't think it's a step forward. It also seems to be more or less a one colour prime knit, which is kind of surprising because we've been moving more and more towards multicolours and sort of gradients of colours and blending of colours in the prime knit. So especially when you think of the 19s and the way they had colours blended in there, it's kind of disappointing to see us go back to a more monochrome effect, but that might just be this pack. And you might find different prime knit sort of construction coming, maybe construction or blends coming down the line later on when we get more 2020s coming in the new year. Okay, that's pretty much it for me today. I already gave you your fourth hint to see what's coming on Sunday. I'm looking forward to talking about that video and kind of splicing my video and the Shoe Butters content together to bring you one of the rarest shoes in the world, as usual, from the shoe department. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Thank you, Butter Movement guys. Thank you anyone who's checking out my content and subscribing to the channel. I truly appreciate it. For now though, it's time for me to sign off and do what I do at the end of every single one of my videos, which is tell you that because I do this every single day, you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.